Yeah, let's do a lich. Hello. Okay, so we have a lot of options here. We could do Death Defy. Gold up seems like the best right now. Jesus.
Sure.
All of our money. Let's see what else I can do. Because the other thing is I could put several points into damage up. Yeah, let's go for more money. That's going to help us, and it's more expensive.
More money.
We need like 8,500.
Health up or just one more money? Yes.
Yeah, we can't even afford the gold up, but yeah, no, the gold up is a good choice just because of...
You should really start buying that equipment instead of just wasting that money.
I completely forgot that there was anything that was even remotely affordable. Yeah, because I could have totally gotten the blood cape.
Yeah.
My bad. Oh, well, we got the main thing. Everything else is just kind of... Damn it.
I'm just never gonna...
Give you up?
Never gonna let you down.
I remember when everybody thought rickrolling was funny.
It kind of was.
It was funny like the first time, and then it's just like, oh, wow, it just never stops. It's just
Yeah, I mean, some of them were like pretty clever.
True. Like, the smarter you were about it, alright. But, like, if it's just like, ow. If it's just like you open up somebody's browser on an unintended computer and switch it so that's like the only thing open on endless repeat, then that isn't even creative. It's just frustrating for everyone involved. I actually had somebody rickroll me and delete like 3 hours of my progress it was okay.
None of them
Fuck
could
it.
be.
Yeah. But no, I was very frustrating. And like I guess the really frustrating part about it wasn't that it happened, because it's like, all right, fine, I can get it back. It was the fact that the guy was so completely unapologetic about what he had accomplished, you know, in deleting my, you know, my lengthy project. But that, like, he just looked at me when I'm like furious at him, and he's like, well, it's your fault for not saving or whatever. And it's just like, I had saved. You just flat out deleted it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have the mana. I was going to use Flame Barrier to just... Well, this is frustrating.
Just dash past him.
Yeah. No, I know that. I don't know. I was not processing. I was trying to, like, get this story straight. The problem is, like, remembering things from years ago gets harder the less I think about it. So, like, I honestly haven't remembered that until we started, or until I made the reference for Rickroll, and then I just got, like, instantly pissed off as, like, a reflex for something that happened in the past.
Sounds like something to get over eventually, then.
Yeah, no, I know. I guess I always hate it when, like, somebody does something particularly dickish, and there's no, like, no vindication at the end.
That's fair, and I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah. I guess you never really had... Did you ever have anybody do anything particularly, like, like awful to you in college?
I mean, I was pretty good at avoiding people who would, and I'm a pretty good judge of character about those sorts of things.
I thought I was a pretty good judge of character for this guy, and then he ends up dropping out of school to become a construction worker.
Yeah.
It was very confusing. But, like, he went from being, like, the, like, you know, somewhat quiet... Oh, hey. The somewhat, like, quiet but fun kid to be around, to being, like, party douche. That worked better than expected. That truly did. Wow. I was expecting the Flame Barrier to... please no hedgehog.
Cool.
What does that one do?
I don't even remember.
Oh.
I think it, like, gives us one of the bosses we can fight as, like, a...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, somebody mentioned that. that there's the way of, like, getting a hard mode version of the boss. Ow. What? I killed the guy. Oh, man. He must have shot just as I popped up to smack him. Trying to get past two, like, ranged guys in the same maneuver is not as easy as I expected.
Could have flame barriered.
I didn't have any mana left.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually kind of disappointed. Well, I guess it makes sense, but the spell sword really does gain mana at a way faster pace than the Lich.
I mean, the Lich has no things that give him mana gain.
Oh, you're right. Well, okay,
So-
that's not entirely true. I can sacrifice max HP to get more mana back.
Yeah, but like, that wasn't what you were referring to.
No, it's true. I actually didn't realize that the Lich doesn't gain mana at all.
Per kill, no.
It should gain, like, just a smidge.
I mean, he's not exactly a caster. Like, he kind of is, but he's mostly just like.
You'd think with a name like a Lich, like, and kind of the general base lore of most things, that a Lich would be good at magic, considering you have to, like, generally make yourself a Lich to be one. Which begs questions. Yeah, which begs questions about, like, where the shit are all these. Oh, that's not a range move, and I can't turn it off.
Would you say which brings up questions about?
Where they're finding all of these Liches that are dumb enough to just assault a castle.
Well, I mean, they're all descendants, so they probably just, like, grew up thinking, I want to do this, and the way to do that is to be a Lich. They're just dedicated to the cause.
I guess? I guess just, like, from, like, a D&D perspective, Liches are always, like, super rare and, like, very calculating and whatnot, and these ones are just like, yippee-ki-yay! I'm gonna go get gold! Yeah, like, who's a Lich spelunker anyway? That doesn't even make sense.
What do you... Oh, you just mean in general. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Lich and Spelunker are, like, different things in this game.
Oh, you're right. I completely forgot about that, actually. For whatever... This game could use, like, races. Oh! Okay. Did alright. There are still many of these guys all around. I'm just going to continually hide up in my happy place. Alright.
I really appreciated how readily you just kept hopping back to that.
I
Get
am...
the 1 health. 1 health. Maybe crucial.
That would
never know.
be hilarious. I can't shut that off quickly, can I? Nope. Feel like I'm gonna use up the last of my mana, and then I'm gonna sack it. Yeah.
I was gonna say, that, like, would be pretty good against the boss. Or, more accurately, I'm certain that it is completely good against the boss.
Oh, this is...
That was unnecessary.
I mean, I'm killing most of these guys in one go,
I guess so.
but... I mean... I need him to come further over this direction. I can kill him in one shot, but he actually needs to be kind of in reachable range. Alright, this is probably good. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I mean, if you work up the health again and have max mana, this would be a pretty good boss character, because you can kill the boss very quickly, the second one.
Yeah, because the flame barrier.
Yeah.
I guess the flame barrier would screw up both... Okay, I'm gonna have to stop using flame then. That should be easy enough.
I mean, you've usually used it for, like, single kills against enemies.
Yeah, but they were hard to reach. I hate light jumps like that. Okay, good. Just the barest part of my sword. Oh! Oh! He doesn't die immediately. I find it weirdly inconsistent. Like, I don't like the fact that enemies will have slightly different health on a run. You know? So for example, like right now, mages are, you need to stop doing that. How the crap did I not take damage there? I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, maybe? I have a fairly good run against... No, does spell kills still net the blood effect? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Even things that, like, die from like really random stuff give you it.
Freaking downstrike. Screwing up my jams. I don't want it to. Well, at the very least we get that. And mana. This is gonna just... Oh, hey.
It's just the forest.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get to the forest boss. I didn't think of that.
I can switch over for the forest region.
Like, I know you could, but I do feel like I should actually...
Yeah, okay.
Like, even if I don't make it to the boss, I should actually, like, figure out how to forest. I'm gonna do something dumb for a second. Alright. Not worth it. Oh, hey, there's a teleporter down there. Oh,
Pick up the mana, too.
but I haven't... Oh, what? Can I...
Go 2 rooms down. Yes, you can.
Okay, it does in fact work. There we go.
Why are you going... You want the mana?
I might as well grab the mana. Watch us just find the boss room after, like, losing all of our health. Oh. I kind of wish maybe after the... Nah. I was gonna say, like, after the first boss, it would actually, like, give you kind of a hint. Or the... Yeah.
You can do it. Nice.
Ah, what?
Yeah, so those...
You're a jerk. I mean, it mostly worked, but at the same time, that was not...
That wasn't the way I would have approached that one.
Not kosher. At the very least, I'm, like, fabulously wealthy. I'll come back to that later.
It's a good thing we have 3 upgrades in Bounty by level 54, right?
Yes. What the? They jump?
Yeah, Mr. Bones gots the hops.
Didn't even know that. Alright.
He throws every time. Every time he throws, he'll jump.
Oh, what?
This guy's got the hops, too.
Speaking of hops, not appreciated. These are non-alcoholic slimes. I want my boozer slurms. Give me the cash. Give me cash money. Give me cash. I mean, even without bounty, this would be a really good run.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to afford bounty level 2 as a result of this, but that's okay.
It's only like 8,000 or something.
Vengeance! There we go. Alright.
McRib.
I've never had a McRib.
The Mr. Bones have showed up so far, and Arch Nemesis McRib has not yet done...
Wait, is that actually an enemy in this game?
Yeah, remember last night?
Vaguely?
We're like...
This is kind of balls.
I think it was what ended it, too.
Maybe?
You could flame circle it.
Ah!
Nope.
Well, I flame circled. I just didn't flame circle it.
Alright.
Probably damage.
Okay, Barbarian Queen. Barbarian Queen. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Those options.
I think the ADHD one.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad setup.
You said damage?
I think so. What else can we afford?
We could go up here and start working our way towards Dragon. But I don't think so.
Yeah, let's go with damage. Because if we can just start one-shotting things like crazy,
Let's get
we can
another
get one more, yeah, and then health. Or armor. Armor sounds good. Because I believe if we have... let me look that up. I don't know how armor works in Rogue Legacy.
I'm gonna pop it in health.
Okay.
So what we actually... I think what we got earlier... Yeah, we got the Ranger chestplate. That would give us plus 30 health.
Okay.
We'd get a pretty good health from that. And then we could get the Blood Cape.
So...
Yeah.
The way...
Odd. I almost afford it.
That's interesting. So the way armor works is...
Oh, guess what we had and I just forgot about?
The obol?
We had the obol. I didn't need to spend any of that.
But we just gave him an obol.
Oh, never mind. That was the other obol.
Yeah.
That's right. That was not Charon's obol.
Yeah. Okay, so the way armor works is it's 200 over 200 plus armor, except for that's a modifier. So, if we can get our armor...
I mean, basically more armor is good. There's not like a specific...
Yeah, but apparently people are saying that like armor is better than flat health if you're thinking of vampirism and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think the main issue right now is that most of our characters have too little health. So I agree in general with what they're saying. I just think like when you don't have enough max health to make it through stuff.
It's true. I think at this point though, we should probably look into affording armor, just because we take so much damage from most hits.
No, I agree. I think Ranger cape plating Blood Cape would be the place to go next.
Yeah, I could agree with that. We should probably look into our runes too. That was kind of clutch. This is kind of less so. I guess you got through it fine. That blurry vision is hard to work with.
I feel like I don't actually need...
The question is, do either of us like Pokemon?
I used to play it a lot.
You played Red version a couple of times.
I said you used to play it a lot.
Oh, I see. I thought you said we. Yeah, no. I have all but two versions of Pokemon.
So, this is the challenge, how it works.
Oh. Oh, so you get to... What? You look different.
Yeah. It's like a really hard version of the...
I'm
not really...
hard, though. It's just kicking the shit out of you.
I'm not really,
Now, if you fail the challenge, does it...
No, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Does he have, like, lifesteal there, or did I just hardly hurt him?
I think you hardly hurt him.
They're, like, really hard.
Do your stats, like, factor in at all for that, or is it, like...
No, it sets you to, like, very particular.
Wow. Okay.
So you can't get any better at that.
That is brutal. You truly would have to be, like, some kind of wizard to do that one.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not bad.
I figure it's just practice, but it's... Considering the opals are so hard to get your hands on. Yeah. No, I guess to answer the Pokemon question, Dwarfle.
Yeah.
I like Pokemon. I think it's a fun universe, and there's, like, a lot of potential there. I just feel like a lot of the games recently have been the exact same as the previous games. With minor, cool enhancements, but not enough to be, truly worth going back to with every version. So, like, Shell's trying to get me to play Ruby with her. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I played Sapphire, when Sapphire originally came out. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe. It's also just kind of hard to justify spending $45. Or not 45. Well, yeah, factor in tax, yeah, probably. Spending that much money on a game that I've technically already played before. I would rather buy, Cavern Kings and some other things. You might as well drop down over on the left, yeah. There are actually a lot of series like that that kind of make me sad because they're so formulaic that they've stopped being interesting. Yeah. You are not the person to talk to games with, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Got a few other things going on,
You play, like, 2.
I mean...
Yeah.
I just don't have enough time to get bored with them, usually. I like a few days, get kind of bored with it, go off and do other things for a long time.
I guess for me, it's not that I get bored of games, but I like having variety. Like, often when I'm streaming, I'll kind of hop between multiple roguelikes, for example. Just because, like, you play a half hour of Binding of Isaac, and it's like, alright. As far as Legend of Zelda goes, actually, the question is, what about Legend of Zelda? You played... How much of Ocarina of Time did you actually play when we were younger? Was it just, like, the couple of bosses that I couldn't do on my own?
Yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah, that was...
But to be honest, that was because you just, like, wouldn't let up on the system during regular time that we could use it.
Really?
Yeah, you were not good at sharing.
I only vaguely remember. That's where you played a fair amount of, like, that space station one. Silicon Valley?
It's because you couldn't do a fair amount of it. I mean, that was also, like, later.
Yeah. I honestly don't even remember. Though, you plus, what was it called? Smash Brothers. In any situation, especially, like, once you got older. Oof.
Yeah, I got a lot of time with that one, I'll admit.
Yeah. I could, oh, hello. This is a party. You have a shot at it. You don't have any more fuses or mana, though.
There we go.
Ah, you got it. Oh, is that just a stat bonus?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Does it always net you a stat bonus?
No, sometimes just a lot of gold.
Not much health left, though. Ew. That is rough. Mr. Bones, and one of those, I think they're called rats. The fact that Mr. Bones is going on adventures without you, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a little bit harder when they put the levels in there like that.
Yeah. So you're kind of, ow, whew. You were very close.
I was trying not to pay too much attention. Oh, there we go.
You predicted where you were going.
I mean, I was just standing there.
Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true.
They don't predict at all, not those guys.
Yep. Well, yes. Nathan was playing. Now it is my turn. Nathan's. Ooh, we haven't.
I think it's Hokage.
Yeah,
time.
we haven't had a Hokage in a while.
Let's get the Ranger Plate and equip it.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea. What can we actually buy as far as equipment goes, considering we've been neglecting that nonsense? Wow, that is...
I would say we don't have too much weight at the moment.
Wow.
No, unequipping doesn't change anything. It's just picking the difference in the weight.
Quick, let's get naked. Oh, hey.
It's a good health bonus.
Yeah.
We can't.
I think...
Just equip, like, the next layer of cape.
Yeah, there we go. I only have one blood item,
Of course,
though.
that just does nothing for the Hokage, but...
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the huge armor bonus from having Ranger Plate on is going to, like, make a serious dent in it. Is this an ADHD? No, this is not an ADHD Hokage.
It's just fast.
Yes, I completely... Is there such a thing as too fast? The answer is yes. I do hundreds of damage. Yeah. This is hard to handle, actually, since I haven't played Hokage.
Try an ADHD Hokage.
See, I did it last night, and it wasn't... It wasn't so bad. It's just right now. See, I just didn't even realize the floor spikes on that side. That was bad on my part, mainly, but still, no.
Demetrius was, anyways.
Well...
He's gonna try and make it a thing.
Oh, he is... In my mind, he has succeeded. But it's up to... Yeah, way too fast to last. Nope, not even. Ah!
Your method of just, like, jumping down to the bottom of the stage is very concerning. There's gonna be spikes in like a lot of these types of rooms somewhere down there.
It hasn't worked against me.
Yes, it has. You're not dead yet, but...
I do miss having multiple pieces of blood armor on, though. Like, I don't actually feel like the armor bonus is truly working in my favor here, either. This might be a short run.
I guess what we want is... You can use your Hokage ability past those two.
But does it make me invincible? I thought it was...
It's a blink dodge. You just blink dodge past the wall of flame and then jump up to the next one. Well, you could just...
Look, it's not something I've ever used before. You say it like I'm proficient with it. I just forgot I had it.
Oh, an ADHD paladin. That's good.
I was going to suggest going with the Spike Lich. I wonder if Spell Sword has the Spike Ball
Can't really do much
spell.
with that.
You can afford one thing, I think. Can't you? Oh, no. I actually did buy everything. Oh. Yeah, I guess you could.
But, yeah.
It's not nearly as good. Ow.
Too quick to stick. Too proper to stop.
I don't know. I guess I'm not good at avoiding taking damage-ish. Maybe?
You did a pretty good job against the boss.
It's true. No, I think truly my speed was throwing me off way more than I expected it would.
Telling you, ADHD Hokage.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would probably be brutal. Hey, oh. Do you just have to hit it? Well, you might as well stand on the platform.
You can't do that.
Well, that's impressive.
You have to jump at it and... Come on. Ooh. There we go.
There you go. This is way harder.
Harder than what? The axe one?
Yeah. I don't want to mess with your focus, but I want to have, like, commentary here that's not just like, come on, you can do it!
I'd have to have all 4 of the targets now.
Yeah, that'd be...
Nope.
Yeah, you're always slightly too slow.
It's really hard when it's that far back and really fast.
I was gonna reach over and grab your controller, and then I realized, wait a second, no.
That's not a death, no.
He lost, but he didn't lose... He didn't lose, like, the thing.
It was a crushing failure, but...
I mean, I'll be honest, I probably would have done worse than that, just because I wouldn't have had any idea what I was doing in that situation. Spike ball. Or not.
Yeah, that would have worked.
You managed to do alright now. I think also it's...
What?
It is one of those that if I have, like, a particularly short run, I truly do get, like, a little bit rusty, because your runs have been fairly lengthy now.
Well, one of them.
That's true, but, like, when we were super early on... well, your last couple have actually been fairly long. I just had one very long one, too.
What is down there?
I don't know. I think it's just for the dumb people that just immediately beeline for the room. So essentially me. But
Have you ever actually,
no, I think I was the one that discovered that room, and I was just like, nope.
you were just like, why would I?
What? Why is the door open?
Remember that challenge we did earlier?
Oh, you mean that just... once you unlock it, it just stays open?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually... Okay.
So you can go back and you can retry it as much as you want.
Okay, that is actually way better than I expected. See, I thought it was going to be like, you had to go find the oboe again.
That would just be lame.
Yeah, that would be both lame and particularly terrifying.
I guess I can statue through that instead of just tanking it.
You mean block?
We tried the challenge earlier and it just ended. It just, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe someday if I truly feel like it's worth the effort. But I don't think it is. At least not right now. I honestly would rather just go play Dark Souls. Have you learned? Would you be up for learning Dark Souls?
At some point.
Yeah, my problem is if I end up moving to San Francisco, us doing like any Dark Souls is moot. Like when Shell's here, I think we're probably going to play one game and try and like focus on finishing it. And that just it's so contrary to like what I've been doing on this channel for a very long time. Partly because I just have trouble like sitting down and consistently recording a game. I guess it's easier if you have like a co-commentator to do it with, but I think you want to be facing the other direction. I don't know. It seems like all of the spikes go off one direction. Can you not hit it from there? Oh, standing on top of the pot. Since Penguin missed it, he wants us to do the challenge again.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was there and just wanted us to do it anyways.
Nope, had to go. Had to come back. I mean, maybe... Here, if we have another teleporter, why don't you teleport back and I'll try the challenge just for a second, because I'd love to get my hands on it for a second. It's probably not worth it, though.
Okay.
But that's like, that can be later. Unless you die, at which point, maybe I'll get lucky. Or get it. I don't know. It'd be fun. Yeah. Oh. Okay. You are. This is the kind of like mage time. I guess this guy came to visit. Be glad that fire guy was not able to shoot through the floor properly.
Yeah.
That would have been rough.
I just have to get used to the paladin ability.
What, the shield? I almost never use the shield, admittedly. I almost never use the class abilities.
Probably really good. Like,
I think the problem is though it kills your mobility, which I'm not keen on because like half of this game is positioning properly, and if you're not in the right spot, it's just brutal. So like right there, if you'd statute, you'd just be in a bad situation.
yeah, I don't know how quickly it burns your mana too.
Oh yeah. See, in that case, I really wish. I really wish it was more like the well, it and the like fire shield thing. Instead of like burning through your mana, would just last for like 2 seconds or 5 seconds or something. That was. Come to think of it, we haven't done a run where we've been flexible recently.
I'm not very good at those anyways.
See, I totally would have just beasted some of those slimes there because of flexibility. Would have been convenient.
I just got incredibly lucky instead.
It's true.
How about that?
I mean...
The luck factor. Who needs, like, good skills and stuff?
That would explain why you're doing better than me.
All
Clearly
skill.
a wizard.
I mean luck. I mean...
All luck, no skill. But since I'm skillful, but not lucky, then, yeah. Totally how it works, right? Then again, like, despite the fact that some of my runs end in general horror and destruction, I managed to make a fair amount of money for some reason. Like, I'm noticing a general trend where I somehow have made more money than you consistently on every long run I do.
More than 7,500.
Okay, that was the exception because you doubled it via boss.
I wonder how much mana I could get.
Not much. But you do a fair amount of damage. You could actually absolutely kill wraths in one shot.
Just what I was thinking.
What the? That was quite the noise. Alright, please stop doing that.
Sorry.
Okay, so as long as you don't take damage, grab that meat. And... okay. A little bit more if you can manage it.
Yeah, get the health back. I actually still have, I didn't take the meat at the...
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Because I feel like you might stand a decent chance at roughing up the boss. This looks like a party. Get behind the skeleton. Oh, It's scooted over enough. Yeah. Just don't let the slime end up on your face. It's a messy
After
situation.
all that's been going on with that, yes.
Yeah, because you've gotten some pretty unclutched. Is there just a dude flying by? Yep, there is. There's just a little man with like his. That was.
Flexibility would have been nice there.
Yes.
I'll grant that.
Yeah, go grab the chicken. I don't think you're gonna get much more mana.
Okay.
I want to see how you do against the boss. Plus, we've got enough for, I believe. Oh wait, go back. Go back. Go
What's
down.
here? Oh. Well, that was a great find. Oh, and a vampire rune.
Yeah.
All right.
What do vampire runes do again?
Just vampirism. Just +1. 2 health per kill.
Oh. I thought that was the... What? Okay. Well, do you know if you one-hit kill wraths? Also, you've got statue if you're like in a particularly bad situation. Yeah, you one-hit kill them. That is super useful. Especially because as long as you don't get hit too much, you can kind of farm them for health. Don't get trapped underneath him though. I've gotten cornered by him. Like the only time I ever fought him, I actually almost took him out because I think I was like a beefy Hokage. At which point I got cornered literally, and it just beat me. Yeah, you might have this. Best to get out of there though. Go grab the money in the corner. Or not. You don't like cash money? Oh jeez. Okay, statue? Well, you don't have enough money, mana for it. Slide for justice? Or just kill?
How close is he?
He's very close to death. Though admittedly you've just taken out a large... Got
there
him.
We go.
Yeah! Wow, you were very close to death. One more hit and you would have been toast.
Yeah, I kind of just banked on getting that.
That was a lot of cash.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you're not done yet either.
No.
That was close.
Alright. We did it.
Yeah.
Now what? Do I have any, like... Do you think... Did I use the things here?
I don't remember. You didn't get the mana one.
Alright. Well, I'll stick around in Castle Hampton for a bit.
Hampton. Oh, yes. Nice little hotel. Okay. Is there? Okay, vampire rune. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the vampire rune is just 2 health. Okay.
I'm not sure why you doubted me on that one.
No, I had been looking at it, and I just had absolutely missed the fact that there was a vampire rune. Period. They still want you to do the challenge. Do it! Adventure!
Well, the challenge just isn't...
Adventure!
We're going for the adventure. Nope. That was bad.
Check your map. How close are you to the surface? If you can make it up, you're alive.
Well, that hurt him a little bit.
And it looks like it's just a pair of plantites. Oh, yeah, but you were like
well, that was a good run.
Yeah, you were super low health.
We killed the boss.
Yep. I take all the credit.